Hello, beautiful Virgo friends. Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That is me. If you're watching this video, you resonate with the sign Virgo in some capacity, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, even Jupiter. We are here to do your career and finances tarot spread. This is going to be roughly mid-February into mid-March. As always, because these messages are general, not everything I say will resonate with everyone out there. It's up to you, Virgos, to come into this reading with a high vibration. Please only take away those messages that resonate, that fit your circumstance or scenario in some sort of capacity. If they don't, that means it's probably a message for someone else. It's somebody else's energy I'm connecting with, in which case you can release those messages and go about your day. It won't always be your message, but very likely pieces and parts of this at minimum will at least resonate with you. But I encourage you all to give these messages time to resonate as well. Putting pressure on yourself to make everything fit your story right here, right now. Give it time. Even a few hours, even a few days, something may click for you and give you some clarity or insight. All right, that's my general spiel. Everything else is written for you in the description box below. That is going to include the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. As always, I ask for you beautiful Virgo people to like, share, subscribe wherever you can, including on this video. That helps these messages gain traction, gets those messages out to those who want to hear them and who need to hear them. All right, so we are going to hop in, one last shuffle. Money, career, finances, jobs, internships, retirement, for all my beautiful Virgo people out there. Messages, ooh, we got Ace of Air. I like that. Ace of Swords. We'll take it. Messages for Virgo's best and highest good regarding career and finances. Messages for Virgo, career and finances. One more card. Okay. Wow, you got a whole bunch there. I don't know if we'll take them all, but we'll try. We'll try. All right, so bottom of your deck is a mixed bag. You got the Wheel of Fortune, fantastic. That does talk about the influx of money, good luck, abundance, even just joy, happiness, changing up, going into a new cycle, because there's some sort of offer made to you, or at minimum, some sort of recognition, like a pat on the back, a thumbs up. I don't know why it's being translated to me like that, but it's something that emotionally, right, Cups, brings you some sort of relief or making it to the end of a project, right? The cycle is over and you can just like relax and release now. But it could also be a job offer too. The thing is, because it's presenting as a page, that could mean a couple things. That might mean that the offer you're being presented with, it's okay. It would bring you some joy, but because it's a page, it's young, it's a student essentially, it may not be the whole kit and caboodle you were hoping for. Or it could also indicate this is a job you've already applied to before and maybe you were rejected or you declined it. You weren't able to take it at that time. It may come around again. This does talk about fate and destiny. So you may actually get an offer on some sort of job where the second time around you're able to step into that role and actually appreciate it. Yeah, it's something that you thought either passed you by or you've been waiting to hear back. And look, it's like she's praying to the clock like, please come in, please come in. It does actually seem like it does. And it may involve something with like artistry, musicians or especially dancers, if that means anything to anyone out there. But then, okay, so then you have the Six of Swords. So it does seem like a lot of you are going to choose to take that offer, but there is a bit of fear or intimidation because you are out of your depths in terms, especially because it is a page, there's definitely room for you to grow into this role, which means there's room for lots of money to come in, especially in the future. But yeah, you may not receive the exact title that you wanted. It might be a little bit less. Again, the page, it's a little bit smaller, or it may not be the exact salary you were asking for, but I do think most of you end up taking it. But it's because something about this it's saying you have to be trained, or there's still, there's room for knowledge and guidance and like even lessons, if that makes sense. There's room to grow here. Some of you may be going back to school to take lessons or courses to refine or fine tune whatever it is you're trying to get into. But yeah, you have the cornucopia of blessings. So what you're headed towards is amazing. What you're headed towards, it's going to be real nice. It's going to add value to your life, but also in terms of like the lush abundantness of this card, it does frequently indicate energy. It's an 11 too, so it's something just. It would be a salary that it's equal to the work you're putting out. The input will be a comparable figure in terms of money. It will be like a fair trade. And with the 11 too, it can also indicate like the soulmate energy. That may mean that this is like a job you were destined to do, and it may actually be independent. You have the community card coming up in reverse. So you may actually be leaving a team or a project team of people behind, a company where you know lots of people. Yeah, maybe the fear and intimidation stems off from the fact that you do kind of have to go on your own. And there is something really important here about a mentor or it could even be like, depending on what your spirituality is, like your religious, your spiritual guides, your guardian angel type vibes. It could be that in terms like they're leading the breadcrumb trail for you to follow to get to like this amazing opportunity. If it's not that, especially if you're going into a career of like being a professor or a school teacher or something, it does seem like there's an aspect of learning from a superior that is they're like your coach. They're walking you through the process, and it could just be the person who's training you, absolutely. But there's something very wise about them. They are definitely worth listening to and ask them lots of questions. They have great guidance. They have great knowledge of the company, of the project, of the process, of the skills. They're a very, very valuable asset to you as you are sort of launched into this new arena. We'll say it like that. But then this is where it gets weird though. Then you have 5 of water, so the total eclipse of the heart, all the things in the past, right? Where your cups have spilled, the emotions got messy. It was heartbreak, disappointment, feeling undervalued, underpaid, right? There's still part of you that is, I think it's your apprehension to go on this new adventure or take this new job because you're worried that you're going to get stuck in a similar position of something that happened in the past where it seems good on the surface, but then once you get into it, it's going to be full of heartbreak and disappointment. This card is saying that you're not vibing high enough to recognize that this new opportunity, the glasses are upright. Nothing has been spilled yet. And ultimately, this is a card of your internal emotions. So it's saying it's almost like using emotional intelligence, viewing something as glass half full versus half empty. Don't let past disappointments and heartbreak and tragedy, whatever it is for you, eclipse the idea of how great this opportunity could be. Again, with the 2, it might be a partnership. You and someone I do want to say is older in age than you. It could even be like your mother or your father or someone I don't necessarily think it's familial, family-based, but it could. For 1 or 2 of you, it would more be like an old mentor or an old teacher of yours that you end up partnering with to go do some new thing. I hope that makes sense for some of you. Yeah, look at this opportunity optimistically. It's moving you towards something amazing, but with earth energy, that cornucopia, it will take some time. So come into it very humbly. It's almost like if you come into this acknowledging and accepting that you're the page, you're the student, you still have room to grow and things to learn. Even if you have a badass resume, even if your skills are perfected and great, again, watch the ego. Don't go into this with I'm the end all be all, I'm God's gift, because that's not going to serve you well. Come into this very humble because, if you come in with a giant ego, you're going to get checked real quick. Maybe that's where some of this disappointment or heartbreak stem from in the past. And I'm not like, throwing shade at you, Virgo. I'm just reading the messages as they are. But your card is coming up. And I feel like as you move forward with this new seed, this new idea, this new project, this new job, approach it optimistically. Look at it as an adventure. A new arena of fun, but also in your career, right? Wands and Pentacles both speak about our work, our jobs, our career. You're going to be more passionate about this, but again, the page. You have room to grow. So humble pie, Virgo. That is very much being kind of rammed down my throat here, especially with this card too. It's the internship, the apprentice, fine-tuning your skills, learning the ins and out of it. I'm so sorry, guys. My camera freezes. I don't have great technology. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Anyway, here's the thing with this card. It is becoming the master of your craft, but it's work you enjoy. It's work you enjoy so much. It's like the hours fly by. You don't notice the turning of the clock. It's like, you're in for the day and then it seems like 2 hours later, everybody's going home. It's like, oh, has it gone by that fast? It's work you enjoy. Yeah. It's like, it's your soulmate job. It's what you were destined to do. And again, partnership. Maybe some of you are teaming up with a romantic partner or, a husband, a wife, a brother, a sister, someone you love. It seems like there's potential for growth here. Upward movement, upward mobility. I like what you're headed towards. But stay humble. Be open to the learning process. So in your energy, you have King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, love it. Yeah, making some sort of executive decision of embracing the fate, embracing the change, keeping the wheels in motion, not being afraid to, not settling, not remaining stuck because, XYZ, fill in the blank. It's like embracing the change, knowing, knowledge, intelligence, that there's better things out there for you in money, right? but also in passion. Some idea that you're dreaming of, some opportunity that you've been considering going after, or again, if you've already applied to it and you've been waiting to hear back, hang in there, literally with the hangman. It's actually good because I think the ideas are kind of marinating in your head or stewing around in a good way. You're being enlightened to all the possibilities that lie ahead. It's just like you just need to make the decision to actually go after it and do it. And for those of you who, again, you've already submitted that job, there's a little bit of waiting involved. It's saying be strong, be patient. It's interesting. It's like figure out your plan of attack so when that offer does come your way, an offer that excites you, you can pounce on it, right? You won't miss it this time. If there was some sort of circumstance where you couldn't join a team or a company earlier on because whatever, I don't know what that would be. You were committed to your children or had, like daycare issues or something like that. If the opportunity comes around again, and for a lot of you, I think it does, be ready to pounce on it. Be ready for that to come in. So yes, there might be a period of waiting or stagnation, but know that when something comes, it's like with the lion, something about the speed of it, it's going to happen very quickly. So very interesting, Virgo. I love it. What is your challenge or focus in the coming month or so? The Ace of Air. So yeah, making those executive decisions that you do want to start anew with an ace. It's a brand new opportunity. And again, something about knowledge, school, going back to school, or some of you enrolling in courses, or is it that metaphor that you are the student at this new job? You might be kind of low man at the totem pole in terms of you have a great way to grow and develop in this company, but that's great because you don't want to get into some sort of job or position where they offer you at this salary and it's never going to move. It's never going to negotiate. This says to me, there's huge opportunity for this to become it's sort of like a lifelong career, but it's constantly changing in a way that would make you happy. It doesn't stagnate. It doesn't stay fixed in terms of your job description or your salary or your ability to try new things. In fact, this job offers you many avenues to learn new skills. It's a job that would allow you to be very multifaceted. And maybe it's because a lot of it does require you to step up and do everything. So it doesn't necessarily feel like you would be working with a ton of people. There wouldn't be a different person for every different skill or job. You would have to wear many hats in this job. Right? Here, it's like there's multiple people. In this opportunity, it's you, Virgo, and potentially one other person, maybe, if that makes sense to anyone. Yeah, once you decide to go down a path that is in alignment with your heart, that Ace of Cups, embracing that new opportunity at love, at work you love, right? But sure, romantic partnership, maybe with an Aries or a Cancer, who knows? 10 of Cups. That's what I'm saying. Long-term potential, long-term happiness. Again, the husband and wife here, legacy, something about marriage. You could meet somebody at this job who ends up being your long-term person. When you start making executive decisions that they've only existed in the dreamscape, it's only something you've maybe been kind of wrapping your head around the idea of doing it. It's probably a skill or a hobby that you already have and maybe do on the sidelines or just for pleasure. It's like tapping into that dreamscape of what if I made this dream a reality? Practically, what if I went after it because I'm passionate about it, confidently and unapologetically? This is my destiny. This is my fate. This is where I'm supposed to go. So watch me. Don't even try to stop me. This is happening. Fastest moving knight in the deck. There is some sort of moment where something clicks and you decide to step into your power. And again, go after whatever this idea you've only been dreaming of. You actually make steps towards making it a reality. So then you have hostilities. So this is saying to me, do it in a higher vibing capacity. You may have a lot of baggage or disappointment or difficulty. It could even be at your current workplace. You may feel really awkward. Some days are great, right? Some days are kind of awkward and messy, especially if there was some sort of pay cut. Your company had to let people go, or I don't know why it would be a deduction in pay, but if that resonates for anybody, you may feel some type of way about it. This is saying that those thoughts aren't serving you right now. Especially with this, it's like the sword pointed down versus the sword pointed up. We want it up. It's channeling messages from universe, from spirit, from a higher source, a higher vibration. It's rising above the bullshit. It's being the bigger person. But ultimately severing, cutting out people who are vibing low, people who are really negative, people who are draining on your energy. Your challenge or focus is navigating around them. Some of you work by a body of water. I keep using the term navigate, and you do actually have a lot of like ocean depictions. So I don't know, does your window overlook the ocean? I don't know, do you work around bodies of water? Are you an oceanographer? I don't know, whatever. That's for one or two of you. All right, then interesting. More water, by the way. Temperance, a card of Sagittarius. Yeah, you may have had a Sagittarius that did you dirty. Somebody who took credit for your projects or for all your efforts, your labor, your endeavors. There may have been somebody that ended up being like the victor unjustly. And so that might be where this is sort of stemming from, this resentment, this like, that should have been mine. And, that should have been my promotion. That should have been my title. They do seem a little bit arrogant and stuck up, but they are a trickster. So this is saying to me that karma will come for them, especially with the 11 coming in. Good things are coming into you, but again, step into your power to vibe high, to not hold that resentment or bitterness in your heart. It's not your battle to fight. Let the universe take care of them. Let their boss or their superior take care of them. They're going, I want to say like your competitor or your nemesis, if that makes sense for anyone. They're going through a lot of their own bullshit, but they hide it well. They may be going through some sort of marital problems or divorce at home. And so when they come to work, they have to put on a face that they're kicking ass and their life is great. It's not. So this is also saying to me, everybody is fighting their own battle that you know nothing about, or you know that expression? So as much as sometimes you may jump to conclusions about this person because they did make a poor choice of hurting you, stabbing you in the back, taking credit for your whatever, it's saying don't pay it any mind. Like, again, this person has like a whole mess of their own issues. Don't make it your mess. Like, let them go, release that. Focus on your own future, what it is that you want to grow and create and manifest. That will serve you well. Yeah, I have to be honest, your challenge or focus is like not popping off. It feels kind of angry. Yeah, even like very interesting, even like a fist fight or something like that. Yeah, you have bad blood with someone at work, or maybe it's just the mentality of the workplace in general. You get to this job that you don't really like, and so all day you're in like this gloom and doom, this funk, this sort of state of depression. Again, it's saying vibe high. This may be a temporary workplace. In fact, it absolutely is temporary. With the Wheel of Fortune coming up twice, you're moving on to bigger and better things, including a bigger paycheck or something that is more fulfilling. It's like your life work. You're on your way there. There's probably some sort of reason why you ended up in this spot. Maybe there was some valuable insight or knowledge or lessons to inform you about your own healing and your own growth and development. So this is saying, like, step into your own power, decide what it is that you want right now so that you can manifest it sooner, so that it will come into you. Don't go to war. Don't go to the battlefield at your workplace. It's not worth it. Especially if you get written up for some sort of thing that goes on like your permanent record or your resume. Yeah, just be real careful. Don't hang out with the energy vampires, the bottom feeders, the tricksters. Avoid them at all costs. Go about your day. Like, even if you have to sever ties from them, you can do it in a just way. Again, a higher vibrational way. But yeah, like don't even interact with them. That's your challenge or focus. So what is the help available to you? The Knight of Cups. Capricorn had this as well. Going after what it is that you love because your heart is being called out. Towards the wheel, too. Do you see that? What's in front of her? It's like this wheel of fortune, this destiny, this fate. Universe is trying to hand you this new cup, but are you ready to receive it? Are you ready to take advantage of those new opportunities? That there is a little bit of mystery there. You don't really know what lies up ahead, but it's something about it comes back to you. So that's confirmation for a lot of my Virgos out there. An opportunity that came along, you declined it, or again, the company said thanks, but no thanks. If it comes around again, it's something like this is what you're meant to do. It's your calling. You feel it internally. Something about the song lyrics. You might hear lyrics of a song that reminds you of this situation, this job, this person, and that for you is a confirmation that you were supposed to head towards that. Go towards what you are passionate about. A lot of you are at a crossroads or some sort of indecision. It's like you do know what you want to go after. It's just the scary step of taking action forward to go do it. That's what this is saying. Yeah, the temple path. I just keep getting, this was written in the stars. This cup, this blessing, this opportunity for happiness and money flow, joy, abundance, the temple path. There's something divinely guided about it. It's spiritual. You're meant to go after it. Number 12 is the card of the Hanged Man. That's what this is. It's like you already know. You've been illuminated to it because you've been taking stock of what's going on around you. You're looking at your current workplace, your world, your environment, and there's not a lot of joy in it anymore. I said the same thing to Capricorn, actually. Maybe if you have Capricorn in your chart, maybe check that out. This is saying, like, you know, the man who turns into the bat, who turns into the vampire, this kind of Dracula metaphor, if you will. You're a multifaceted person. You may be staying at a job where it's like they only see you as one thing, but as we said earlier, you're capable of being in like an executive power position where you wear many hats. Lots of cards of artistic jobs, creativity, entertainment, stage works. I don't know if that means anything to anyone out there, but singing, dancing. Yeah, there's a lot of like artistic careers trying to come through here. Anything with cups can be creativity as well. This is interesting. It does have like a very spiritual connotation, so I'm not here to push anything down your throat, but it's almost like going with God, with what you feel God wants you to do in this life, the differences you want to make in the world, the kindness, the love you want to put out to make other people happy, to entertain them, to perform for them, to, I don't know, to guide them, mentorship, to show them, I don't know, maybe like spirituality. Maybe you're teaching some sort of class that does involve faith and spirituality or emotions, helping people with their emotions. It feels like this is a divinely guided path. But is it an awkward conversation that you're avoiding with someone, having to sever ties with someone? Or eat your own words because maybe you already said something in haste and regret it, and it's something about that person is almost like the gatekeeper to get to this new opportunity? I hope that makes sense for someone. Let's clarify it. Why is the 5 of air? Yeah, it is cautioning you to watch your words, be impeccable with your words. Again, something about this nemesis or this person you don't like. Don't go down that rabbit hole of negativity with them. Because something about it's going to eat away at you. It's going to make the matter worse. Sever it and don't look back. King of Swords, he uses his words wisely. He doesn't need to like be chatty and bickering with, you know, talk around the water cooler type stuff. He doesn't have time for that, right? Intelligence, logic, strategy, analysis, right? Higher vibing, like intellectual, emotional intelligence. All right, so 5 of air is coming up. Okay, so that person that I'm talking about that you don't like, they're like your arch enemy or something, and I said they're going through a lot of stuff at home that you don't even know about. They may have lost somebody. They may have had a relative or a friend or something pass away. And so it's almost like this put on they have of this arrogance or this cockiness. It's glossing over a whole bunch of really sad emotions that they feel on the inside. So be that person that is kind despite the circumstances. You don't have to like this person, but there's no point in being cruel to them. It's almost like don't kick them while they're down. And the thing is, I don't think you know that they're down. I don't think you know that they're fighting their own battle. They are, so err with caution there. Don't say or do something you're going to regret later when you find out they've lost somebody in their life, something like that. Particularly their mother. Yeah, this is a funny message, and I can already see you Virgos like cringing as I say this. There's an opportunity for you to collaborate with this person, and it may actually be a good fit. But it's more like you're stuck in the indecision of do I or don't I? Do I extend some sort of offer to them, even if it's like an apology, Page of Cups? Yeah, I don't know, you have bad blood with someone and you're at odds with them. I just have to put it out there. There's an indecision on your part. You're juggling the idea of this way or that way. Do I or don't I? Could these two different people, could these two different jobs, could these two different salaries or creative ideas come together in unison and work as one? Right now with the infinity symbol, there's a constant back forth. As I'm saying, with the 2 of Wands, there's indecision here. There's an idea, a need to really think about it and understand what it is you want to do, how it is you want to move forward with this practically, tangibly. This is saying to me with the Lovers card, yes, there's a choice, but it's also it can sometimes be who or what we love, but it can also be a reconciliation where like there's obstacles between you. There's a whole mountain between you, but if you guys could come together on the same page and make this work, it would relieve the exhaustion, the burden of having to juggle these feelings or these emotions, right? The rocky waves back and forth. It does kind of seem like, as I was saying, to be the bigger person, to rise above, to be the empath, to be the light worker. There's something value in that, letting go of resentment, jealousy, mental things you're carrying around in your mind they're weighing you down. It's making the process much easier. With the Knight of Swords, it's just like you want to pick up and move on, but you still have all this unsettled feelings or these unsettled baggage with someone. And this could very well be a romantic spread for some of you. I'm not reading for that, but maybe this is your husband. Maybe this is your wife. This does say to me offering an apology. That's not for everybody, but for one or two of you. And it could also be that if this is what's coming in and it's the help available, you may get an apology from someone that you weren't anticipating. So again, watch your words. Choose your words wisely. People have, again, multifaceted. People have the ability to change in ways that you're not anticipating or you're not seeing. And again, what you're headed towards is something really amazing and really beautiful. So I would be really careful of who you're cutting out of your life right now. Don't say or do anything that you're going to regret. Even if you are leaving a company or a person behind, do it in a high vibing way. Don't burn any bridges. All right, so final advice or guidance. You have so many. All right, so in Aquarius season, it's card of Aquarius. You have the Star. You have the Empress, beautiful, coming into your power. Using fairness and kindness to rule over the kingdom. Ooh, and then you have the gods. You have the Emperor and the Empress. Again, co-collaboration. Maybe it's a romantic partner. Maybe it's a divine counterpart. Maybe it's that person you were just destined to go into business with. Or again, something about that spirit guide or that mentor, that person in your life who's going to help you perfect your skill or your craft. They're going to usher you into some new cycle in your life. Oh my goodness, you have the Empress twice. So Taurus and Libra may play a big role in this. Double Empress vibes too. Something about a twin. Are you a twin? Do you have a twin in your life? Is that the person you want to go into business with? You also have moderation again. So Sagittarius wants to be known and seen here. Maybe some of you have Sagittarius in your chart. You're being asked to go out and have fun. Yeah, go after something that inspires you, that you have passion, because that passion is going to be infectious. People are going to see you vibing high and you're going to be some sort of like trailblazer. People are going to want to almost like latch on to this really great creative idea you have. You'll have many followers. And that may even be in terms of like clients, business clients or social media. Many people following you. You are the North Star. You are stepping into your power as the Empress. There's an indecision here, though, too. In a gentle way, there is something about, are you going to get off your ass and do it, or are you just going to think about it? How long are you going to think about it? It's almost like with the Empress, too. She's always shown pregnant. The idea of, that baby's coming, so we can get ready for it. As I said, we can be ready to pounce when that opportunity comes. That's what universe wants you to do. Or you can just kind of sit there and wait. But when your water breaks, like, it's coming. And some of you may literally be pregnant or having babies. Yeah, I could absolutely see that actually. Maybe with a Pisces. When that water breaks, the baby's here, so you better be prepared for it. And it's not to scare you. You better be prepared for your blessings, for how good it's going to be. For universe trying so hard to get you out of this old cycle of boredom and complacency, of resting on your laurels into the wheel of fortune. It's coming in, baby, and it's a gold shiny coin. It's opportunity. Yeah, consequences in the form of justice. It's saying, again, be careful with your word. Do it the right way. Vibe high. Some of you are going to speak to like a fortune teller or a psychic or a tarot card reader or even a palm reader to get some sort of advice or guidance on this. Interesting. This is like another Empress card for me. Oh, and they're gonna. Okay, if that makes sense, if you go to see this, occultist, this fortune teller, whatever it is, they're going to like reroute you back to fix a difficult relationship in your life, because it's almost like the emotional or mental baggage you're carrying from, again, someone in the past who did you wrong. Maybe it's your ex, maybe it's your boss, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, whoever. Once you can finally come to terms with what happened and sort of make peace with it, I'm not saying you're justifying their actions or anything like that, but it's once you can peacefully let it go and release, it opens up your heart chakra. It opens up room in your life for love and blessings and abundance. There is like sort of a bitterness that you're carrying around, and it might even be subconscious. You might not even realize it, but so much of this feels like it has to do with a relationship, Virgo. I have to be honest with you. And maybe it's this video, right? I mean, that's ultimately what I'm kind of guiding you towards too, based on what these cards are saying. But yeah, for anybody wanting to be on stage or act or sing or dance or model or even be a photographer, something that's very visually interesting. You may even be like a web designer or a creative designer, an interior designer, something that's visually striking. I think that's your wish. I think that's something you want to go into because it's going to make you happy. And you're going to get the recognition and attention you deserve from it. You're not going to feel tied up anymore. You're not going to feel unappreciated, underappreciated. You're going to feel recognized. Queen bee, right? You're no longer going to be one of the worker bees contributing to like, you know, the guy on the, what is the expression? The corporate executive, right? You're the queen bee, right? They come to you with like their praise, with their admiration, with their money, right? Like buying tickets to your show. Are some of you musicians? It could be something like that. There's victory there. Moving ahead, and I have to be honest, you have a lot of players here. You have kind of like 3 empresses. So I don't know what that is. Maybe I was very much getting the idea of a team of 2. And I think you are severing off from a place where there's lots of people, but maybe as this career progresses into the future, you're dreaming of collaborating with multiple artists, with multiple experts in that career field. It seems like a lot of heavy hitters, a lot of power players, a lot of executives, a lot of people who are skilled in this arena or financiers. It seems like you're going to be mingling with the people, and there's so much opportunity for you to step back into your power. But also, it's going to be a career that's very, it's healing for you. You're going to feel tremendously proud of all you've accomplished at the end of the day. Your energy and your efforts won't feel wasted. It won't feel like you're, giving your all to feed the mouths of other people that don't affect you, or it has to do with your income. You're not, the output of all the effort and energy you're putting out, it's going to match the paycheck you're getting. But also I am kind of getting a little bit of like celebrity, the star. You're going to receive a lot of attention for this. And I think it's because you want to go out and do something good. But with that, there's a need for you to heal the past, to finally, total eclipse of the heart. Let's take the black veil off and actually face what happened and cope with it emotionally so that we can move on and again, welcome new blessings. All right, let's throw a few of these down for my Virgos. You're going to be appreciated in this job, and I am getting like you're going to have fans. Even if it's not the like literal celebrity, you're going to have people endorsing you or cheering you on or celebrating you, wanting your product, wanting to be a part of your business. You may end up in a position where it gets to be too much for you, and so you have to bring on other people to help you. But it would be a good thing. It's like money's so good you can't do it all yourself. Having to wear all those hats, you may end up bringing people onto your team where it's like, okay, I'm going to need some help in this area and that area. Protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. Virgo, do it. Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. And you have this card come out, lilies. A lot of this was speaking to me about your partner or your co-collaborator or your nemesis losing somebody in their life. So interesting. You might be sending flowers to someone, like sympathy flowers. But the opposite too, if you're doing a stage performance, you may be given that bouquet of roses as well. A couple more for Virgo. What else do they need to know? A couple more cards for Virgo. Oh, too many. All right, we'll take this one. Support. Your life purpose fully supports you. And travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. And maybe being an environmentalist too. Last one. All right. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you. And I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Virgo.